Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm so glad you could join me here today. Hello, everyone. Gosh, it's December 2020 already. Can you believe it? The year went by a little too quickly, and of course, in a very, very weird way. Time kind of sped up and slowed down at the same time. I feel like it's feels like, yeah, it's been long since the pandemic broke, but it also seems like just yesterday that everything was different, the whole world was different, and then here we are already at the end of the year, so many months down the line. Yeah, all of us have some good hopes, some good wishes for 2021. We all know that things are not going to change overnight, but many things are looking hopeful on the other side of this thing. So let's see how the new year is going to be. My hair's grown. It is so annoying to me. I'm sure those of you who have short hair or who are most comfortable with short hair totally get this. When hair is like partially grown and all kinds of weird lengths and how annoying it can be. It's not the look. I'm happy the way I look, no matter how my hair is and all that. That doesn't bother me. It's more the feel, like you can't leave it, but you can't tie it up very well either because it's too short for that. So there's hair on your neck and forehead and all that. It keeps falling on your face and it can get quite annoying. But yeah, I've been very, very safe at home. I've been social distancing. Rarely ever step out of my house. Possibly from the time the first lockdown happened, I've probably stepped out less than once a month. So I've just been home and I've been liking staying home, staying indoors, and I've seen this whole situation as an opportunity, this being pushed to just stay home, not go out, and then explore other possibilities, creative possibilities, and look at the world, look at living life in a whole new different way. It's been wonderful. Like, I would say about 90% of this has been just wonderful on a personal level. I have learned so much. I have created my website, I have created my mailing list, my first online course, and well, actually, multiple online courses now. Started my holistic vegan business coaching program, and I've been doing some of these online coaching sessions. Recently we did one where I taught people how to build their ideal client avatar, and that was so much fun, online group coaching. And it's been a lovely experience for the most part, and I am grateful for the opportunity to have been pushed into doing this, pushed into staying indoors, taking a re-look at my life in a bit of a silent space, and then choosing where to go, where to go forward in next stage of my life. And I'm grateful for this opportunity, and also the mindset to be able to do it. I'm so thankful that I was able to look at this whole situation in a positive way for the most part, and that's been wonderful. But yeah, like I said, 90% of it has been great, but about 10%, has been pretty much of a downer. As in all small businesses, my vegan restaurant also took a huge hit due to this whole crisis. And after much struggling and trying to keep it going and cutting down costs and doing all kinds of sales and doing creative, offering new creative dishes, doing promotions, and after doing many things, it finally did feel like we can't just keep doing this anymore, and it just didn't look sustainable anymore to keep running the restaurant. And unfortunately, about 10 days ago, we took the decision that we have no other way out but to shut down the restaurant. It's been a painful experience because, those of you who've been listening to my show know how much I speak about the restaurant, how much I have learned in my journey through running this place. The restaurant's nearly 8 years old, and I've been with it. I've been running the place for over 7 years now. And just, all the love and the care and the sweat and all that we put into this place, at the end of it, having to let it go, having to shut it down, it's not been easy taking the decision, and more so announcing it to the world. 2 nights ago, we created a video about this, about our journey, and about all the support, because we've been blessed that, it's a huge miracle that we've even stayed so long through the pandemic. And that's only thanks to all the goodwill and the support from people around us, from our customers, our investors, from the owner of our building, everybody. I mean, we've had support from so many unexpected places come in, and that's what kept us going all this time. But we had to make this video and talk about how, especially in the last couple of months, things just dwindled more, and it was even more of a struggle to keep the whole thing going. And we created a video, recorded our feelings, our thoughts, and why we'd have to shut down right now, and how we don't really know what the future plans are, and all those things. Creating the video, sharing my feelings, not just my feelings, but also my team's feelings, and my partner's feelings and their thoughts, and putting that onto the video and editing the whole thing was a very emotional experience for me. It took a lot of energy out of me putting it together and then putting it out there into the world. And then once that was done, we've been inundated with some beautiful, positive, loving messages from so many people from across the country, and even a bunch of people from other countries too, who visited our restaurant either on their travels here, or who've just been watching us from afar and seeing us grow and seeing the things that we do. And we've had some beautiful messages. It's been lovely reading all of them, but also it has again added to this whole emotional feel of it. And I've just been stuck in that for 2 days now. And this got me thinking about this whole concept, this whole idea of letting go of something, and how just because something ends, it doesn't mean that it was a failure. And just because you've put so much of yourself, your life, everything into something, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship, anything at all, just because you poured yourself into it, it does not mean that you keep on doing it, even at a point where it takes more and more out of you, and you are not getting enough joy, enough fulfillment out of it anymore. So, how do you know? How do you know that it's time to let go of something, and it's okay to do so? Especially because we feel when we've put something beautiful out into the world, or when we built something really amazing, which has had a huge impact, created huge ripples on many lives. It has touched so many lives. When something like that happens, and you have so many people depending on you to keep going, how do you know that it's okay to let go? How do you know that it's okay to let it end? It started off with first a feeling, the sense of guilt for me, it was like, oh no, I'm letting my whole team down. Even though as a team we took this decision, still we have so many of our junior staff members who have depended on us all these years, and we know that we've created an amazing space for them to learn, to grow. For my team, Carrots, as my restaurant Carrots has been more about just a place of work. It's been a place of learning, a place where they can feel love and nurtured, and where they have had the space and the encouragement to bloom, to grow, to become better versions of themselves. And now, if we close, that kind of a place is taken away from them, that kind of an opportunity is taken away from them. And then, when it comes to our guests, our whole customer base, there are so many people who turned vegan because of us, who said that they've come to Carrots whenever they felt low and immediately felt uplifted. It's about the activists who we've supported, and the small businesses who we've given platforms to and whom we've promoted. It's about so much more than just the restaurant, just the food. And where is the space? Where is this heart of the community for them to come to if we close down the restaurant? Years of my life, nearly a decade of my life, have gone into this restaurant, into this business, day and night thinking about it and helping it grow, into building this beautiful goodwill that has made people love us, and that has helped us build beautiful friendships and connections and relationships with so many people. And I've poured so much of my life into this. So then what? Does it all go to waste because, I just closed down the place? So these are all, some of the many, many thoughts that have run in my head over this whole month. In fact, from the time we started discussing that we need to close down this place. And of course, the many months prior to this, because, we were seeing the difficulties and the struggles, and we were realizing that, hey, maybe we may not be able to keep going anymore. And ever since that thought came into my, that realization dawned on me, I've had all these thoughts of worry, of guilt, of wondering what was it all for. But then I saw all these beautiful messages from all these people, and I thought of also the many things, many wonderful positive things that have been created in the world, that have been birthed into the world, into the vegan movement, into the vegan community in India because of Carrots. And I'm like, hey, letting go does not mean it's a failure at all. Because the worth of a place, the worth of a relationship, anything at all, is not based on the time of its existence, right? And in the case of a business, it doesn't depend only on its financial capacity either. It's so much more than that. While we were in existence, how many lives did we touch? How much of positivity did we bring into this world? What kind of ripples have we created that will keep going on even after we are done, even after we're closed? When it comes to thinking of my team, I realize that yes, they may not have this place to come back to anymore, but like any other university or college or any other educational place, they had to graduate from here at some point. There have been already many people on our team who've come and who've left, and they've gone out into the world better equipped to grow, better equipped with knowledge about vegan food, about preparing healthy food, and not just vegan food, but also caring about people, caring about allergies, really, really learning how to have that personal touch with the guests, with the customers, with the people who are around them. And my whole team whoever has left has gone out into the world with that kind of a growth. And I believe that the rest of the team, the people who are going to leave now and who won't be working with us anymore because the place won't exist anymore, will still go out into the world highly, highly empowered and as better, more knowledgeable, more confident, more educated versions of themselves. And then I saw all these beautiful messages that we got from so many people. And yes, a good chunk of them spoke about how they will miss our food, our desserts, our pizzas, and all that. But also, a large portion of them spoke about Carrots, about the restaurant, in terms of the experiences, in terms of the connections they have built at this place, in terms of the education they have had related to being vegan or to run better vegan businesses. They have looked at it from that angle. And so many people shared how this place is about the energy and about the feelings associated with it, and how just because the place closes down, just because the restaurant part of Carrots closes down, it does not mean that the energy of Carrots, the rest of it, will close down. That will live on forever. And that was so encouraging to read. And that vastly reduced, eliminated this feeling of inner guilt, that feeling of a responsibility that I had inside me, that, oh God, I'm taking this away from the world. Why am I doing this? One of our very regular guests who has supported us for many years, brought friends to eat at the place, and who has done so much for us, this person put it in such beautiful words. They said, Carrots, the edifice is closed, but Carrots, the movement, will live on. And that really touched me. I couldn't have said it better myself. Just because the physical part of a place is gone does not mean that its energy, its influence, its impact will die away. Even if we don't do anything at all anymore related to the restaurant or anything, even then, what we have started off, what we have set off in the world, is going to keep on creating ripples, keep on growing. And that really, really touched me to hear that. It gave me so much faith in the power of what has already been created in this place. And finally, when it comes to the thoughts that I had about myself, about my life, and what I have personally put into growing this business, this brand, is it all wasted now if it just stops, if it just disappears? And I realized that what this brand has brought to me, what it has given me, what running this place has taught me, the experiences that I have gained, the friendships that I have gained, the knowledge that I have gained from this place, far, far outweighs anything that I have put into the place. I have already reaped the benefits, reaped the rewards. So much of my podcast today, so much of what I speak is related to the experiences I have gained while I ran this restaurant. Running a restaurant, being in the hospitality industry, meeting all kinds of people has given me so much insight to the human psychology, to human behaviors, and how to be around people, what to watch out for, whom to let into my life, how to create boundaries, how to delegate, how to take care of myself and take time, freedom for myself. So much of all of this I learned only because I ran this business. And not to mention my vegan business coaching program. I am a mentor today helping other small vegan business owners, especially women, because I was able to experience this whole thing. And now I'm in a position where I can coach someone to not make the mistakes that I did. I can coach someone and make their lives so much easier and smoother. I can teach them all the things that I wish that, I could go back and in time and teach myself. And I can do this today thanks to carrots. And these are just a few of the examples of what running this business has done for me and how much it has helped me grow as a person, how much wisdom I have gained because of this place. So, no, just because this business, this restaurant is getting shut down today, it does not mean it was a failure. It was one of the biggest, most successful things that I have had the privilege to be a part of. The kind of love I have shared with the team, with the people, with the guests, with everybody who has come into Carrots as volunteers or interns or whatever, the kind of friendships and connections I have built, they will last a lifetime. I am so, so deeply, deeply grateful for this. Yes, it's not easy to let go, but this is how you know you need to let go of something no matter how much you love it. Like I said, whether it's a relationship, whether it is a business, whether it is anything else at all in your life, you know you need to let go of something when continuing to have that as a part of your life is a struggle. It shouldn't be a struggle. You are not meant to live life that way. Yes, of course, you need to put in the effort and try hard to make things successful, make things go on. Yes, especially things that add this much value to the world. But at a point, you have to listen to the signs, to the messages from the universe, showing you that no, this is not your path anymore. And this particular avatar of this place needs to end for the higher good of you, for the higher good of everybody who is connected to it, everybody who is concerned with this place. It is of the highest good for your relationship, for your personal growth. And yes, it's difficult, it's emotional, it's heartbreaking and painful right now. But I know in my heart, and I have the deepest faith in the universe's higher plan, in the universe's higher power, that yes, whatever happens, if you go with the flow and you trust what the universe is telling you, you listen to your angels, you listen to your inner higher self, and you take those tough decisions even though they are tough to take, only the best, highest, most wonderful things, the most positive things, the highest good is going to come out of it. I have shared this very personal, very emotional podcast episode with you because I want to encourage all of you. As the year comes to an end, all of us are looking at our lives. All of us are looking back at, what is serving us and what doesn't serve us? What is serving the world and what isn't serving the world anymore? What in your life can you cleanse? Can you shift? Can you change and let go of? And if there is something in your life that is holding you back, that is a struggle for you, that is creating a friction and worry and anxiety and stress for you in your daily life, then perhaps it is time, no matter how wonderful that thing is, no matter how amazing it has been before, And no matter how attached to it you are, perhaps it is time for you to step back and take a look at it. Take a look at how much it is serving you and take a break from it if you have to. And if you need to let go of something or someone, let go. Because believe me when I say, right here in the middle of this whole emotional mix that I am feeling, I can still clearly see the future being bright. I can clearly see that there are so many opportunities and there is so much potential to explore. With the freedom of mind, the peace of mind that is going to come at the end of the closure of this beautiful, beautiful part of my life. So trust in your higher self, trust in the universe's messages, and let go of whatever needs to be let go of. That was quite deep and a bit heavy. But I hope it has given you food for thought, and I hope that it inspires you to look at your life and think about all the aspects of your life. And if there is something that you have already let go of, something that you have lost this year, I hope this helps you think about how it was meant to be and look forward to the upcoming year with curiosity and a hopeful anticipation. This is all that I wanted to share with you today. This is the 49th episode of my podcast. I'm quite excited for the 50th episode. I have someone very special lined up to be interviewed and whom I will feature on the 50th episode of the Feel Good Factor. And I can't wait for all of you to meet this amazing soul. The interview has been scheduled. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping that it happens really soon. And I'll be back with episode 50 with a lot of motivation, inspiration, and general feel goodness for you. If this episode of the Feel Good Factor resonated with you, and if you feel that this is something that others would be helped by, then do share this episode link with your friends, with your family, with the people you love. And also rate, review, subscribe to the Feel Good Factor on your favorite podcasting platform, because this is going to help the podcast get discovered by more people who can be helped with this message. On my Feel Good Tribe newsletter, I send out more such messages, things that I don't share anywhere else, either on the podcast or on social media. My Feel Good Tribe is very close to my heart, and I share more deeper insights, more personal thoughts with all of them. I try to get the newsletter out about once a week or maybe once in 2 or 3 weeks, depending on the show and depending on what I'm up to in my life. If you would like to connect with me there, learn more about my life, and also get early access to any of my courses or any other offerings that I have, then go to my website veganosaurus.com, veganosaurus.com. The link is in the show notes. And scroll down to subscribe to my Feel Good Tribe mailing list. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Feel Good Factor. I'm Susmita Veganosaurus, and I'm looking forward to talking to you again very soon. Bye!